Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another 10-minute Marvel. I'm in my weird setup again, mainly because I didn't feel like clearing off that side of the table. Too many games, not enough time, and a good old fashioned. So, today, this is actually the first time I have streamed this one. I'm going to be playing Grove. I believe I have done Orchard before. Grove is the follow up to that and the third one in that trilogy. I believe, I'm trying to remember, was crowdfunded or is going to be crowdfunded later this year. So, it's again a 9 card game. These are the 9 cards that I'm going to be playing out. But compared to Orchard, which is just about overlapping cards, this gives me 2 challenges as well. And I have played this game a lot. You can see wear and tear on these cards. Just saying something, because these are nice cards. But I get 2 bonus points. One for if the first card I overlap covers orange. One for the first card I overlap covers green. Plus, then this number up here, 26 both times. My target score is 52. So we'll shuffle this up. Flip out one. We have our first card here. And I'm going to slide these down here and put these over here. And so you can see I have a green and orange adjacent, which means if I can overlap those two, which I'm going to do, that will give me points. And I overlap based off of the numbers, so, or color and number. Well, color I should say, and I get a die based off the number. So 2 and a 1 orange gets me a 3. And I have, I'll just keep these 2 cards slid up here for right now. I have an interesting choice already. Not actually like a good play with either of these. I could do this, which would kill that spot, and these now have blanks, which can overlap anything, basically replace it. This I think is a better call though, because that gets me a 5 and a 3. 5, 3, 2. Yes, please. I scored both of those, so I like to just denote for myself that I scored both of them. So, I am getting excited for Gen Con. If you read today's article, no real surprise there. Still a few weeks away, but coming up quickly. And yeah, I have my 7 events locked in. I have a couple of Discord groups. One for Man vs. Meeple, one for One Stop Co-op Shop that I'm planning to hang out with in game with them some. So, overall, a lot of fun things coming up there. And I'm going to be curious to see what this year's Gen Con is like. Because I will say, I don't think that like last year's was too insanely different, but it was definitely smaller than the time I've been there previously in 2019. So, okay. I have a sad kid upstairs. I will be back in a few. Alright, after that interlude, I am back. Kid has had a few nightmares recently, which happens. So, yeah, it's just it was sad. He is basically back asleep again already. Let's see. Tempted by this because I could get 115, 2 15s, or 15, say 15, 10, 4. So that's a big jump overall. And this maintains the oranges. Ooh, no, doesn't matter too much. 6 one, half a dozen the other. Set up that way. If I can... Oh, that is not 6 one, half a dozen the other. That is a blank. So if I can fit this one in, or actually if I fit this one in here, that goes up still. 4 4 3. Because that's a 3 4 3. And then last one. Ideally, I want to get these. Here's some shifting upstairs. Doesn't mean that much yet. But we'll just see. I might have to pop up again. If I do, might just be a short stream today. So, sorry, I'm going to be half listening. So 2 2 3, I think is the best I can do with this last one. He was settled back in quickly though. That's one of the advantages of streaming right underneath his room. So now, remember correctly, my goal target here is 52. So that is 20, 30, I think I did really well this time, 40, 50, 62. So, yeah, that is extremely well. For the first time playing this in quite a while. I have to do my stats here. My month of playing is not as high as I would like it to be. I've only played a handful of games, handful number of times this month. I think I've played 7 games 9 times, 10 times this month. It has just been a busy month overall. Less chance to play as many games. Yeah, he has definitely settled back to sleep. He barely even woke up. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, we'll have 2 different scoring cards to use this time. We have at least 1 orange die on a tree or glade that has a value of 6 exactly. That's 6 bonus points, and 4 dice of each color. And the goal is to hit 60. Now I need to look. 26, yeah, so I was well over. I was not at 52. I was at 62. Not 562, 62. Let's see. don't have any. Okay. Double oranges. Let's start there. Yep. Let's start. No. Do I want to start there? Green, orange. Let's start with double oranges. A 3 and a 3. Adds up to 6. Doesn't count. But in terms of really small games, this is one. I mean, I played this 300 something times this year. Or in the past 2 years. No, this year. I started playing just after Christmas time because I needed something for work. I like to play kind of as a, like, clear my head. Okay, there we go. 6 and a 2. In between meetings, in between projects. So that one's set if I don't mess with that one. I don't plan to, by the way. I still don't. Do I plan to, actually? I'm going to do it. Why? Because that's more points. Plus, this becomes a 10. 4. You'll see that I do this sometimes when I have a full card. 3 and a 2. It's a 2 and a 3. I'll lay out the numbers so I can put them back on. Now, to get this other bonus, these are the dice. I like to set them aside that I need to use. And you do have to use the dice versus this 15 pointer. That does not count for this one. I mean, I think it has to be that. 5, 5, 2. Just because my goal is to get those dice out as I'm running out of cards here. Okay. Oh, moving around again upstairs. No crying. 3 and a 3. I certainly have a shot to complete this one, but it's fairly unlikely at this point, I would say. Yeah, I think it's almost impossible that I will pull it off. Well, yeah. Unless I figure out a way to get into there. Or unless I boost that one with a 2 or with a 1. Come on, kid. Stay asleep. So let's actually do this one, I think. 4, 2. No. I want to do this one here because that's a 4, 3, 2. Now, the last one, I'm looking to get there's nothing great I can do here. So if I could do something great, I would be able to flip one of these dice, like that 5 or this 5, to a higher number, to a 10. But I'm not capable with this setup of doing that. But I can do, well, I'm just going to bump up each of you by 1, instead of layering it properly. I don't know that I have won this one because 66 is the target. Didn't get that. I'm at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 66 is the target. 5. 65. So close. Better score than last time, but no win. Let's play a couple more times here. Get back to Gen Con talk. It is really distracting as you're listening really hard for something that isn't actually happening. So it's like, do I hear a noise? Let me listen. Nope, I don't hear a noise. Alright, let me double check. Do I hear a noise? No, I still don't hear a noise. It's like, what do I expect? So, definitely distracted. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, let's do this combo here. So, Key Lime, 44 point target, double green. This one, we saw it before. So I'm looking for a total of 79 here. And ideally put up as many points as possible on green. Let's see. Start here, I guess. 3, 3, 2. But I'm excited. I mean, it's just going to be fun to game. Like, yeah, I went to Gen Con solo last year. I didn't have anybody I went with, and I don't again this year, actually. Sorry, movement. Gotta check. 4, 4. No crying, just settling in again, hopefully. But I found that I enjoy going kind of solo to Gen Con. Like, I'm not going to ever say, no, don't go with me if somebody wants to come along. But rolling solo to Gen Con does, I mean, you do what you want to there. So let's see, that's a 2, 3, 3. Okay. And I can just kind of pick and choose which games I want to try out. There's definitely some element of that you can do when you're there with other people. I mean, people are there to play games. So it's not like, oh, I'm with other people, I'm not going to be able to play games. I do. 4, 4, 4. Down to 2 cards, and we need 2 of everything except green. Oh, 3 cards we're down to, really? So I would love to get more than just one or 2 extra ones right now. I'd love to get 3 if I could. Can't, but that gets me closer. 3, 3, 3. So I have enough green. If I can bump up a green score, that'd be great. Doesn't fit. Orange and yellow. So 3 and 3. And then I need orange and yellow. Well, I need orange again. So the best orange is a 3 and a 3, or no. fit. I'm just seeing if there's anything creative I can do to find a few more points. This is going to be my best bet, because that gets me another 4 green. Off the top of the screen there, of course. I knew I was going to play too high. Nope. Gonna drag it. That's not going to work. So first things first, we haven't actually seen one part of the game. 16, 19 times 2, 38, 48, 48, 58, 68, 74. We needed 79. So the part of the game we haven't seen yet is this squirrel here. It's possible to do a mismatch with the squirrel. Ooh. Some of these are some ways, some of these are the other. Good job, me. So overlay something that shouldn't match. When you do that, you put the squirrel out. That's worth -1 point. And then everything else adjacent to it counts for 1 less. Potentially great if you're getting, say, 2 10s out of it. But sometimes I just avoid it like the plague. So here we have 56 with green on the first one and all 5 yellow out. Green on the first one, no problem. So 3, 3, 3, 2. 3, 3. That one's been taken care of. So I want to find ways to get yellow into play. This will be one of them. 5, 4, 4. Now I have no more yellows that I can put into play because I need to create another spot for yellows. Could do that. Could do that. Green orange doesn't match up anywhere. This one doesn't hit the green yellow. It's so much green in a clump. I don't really want to do that, so we're going to go up here. 2, so 4, 4. And I really do push for these goals. A lot of the time, I don't know that I should quite as hard as I do. Okay. So 6, 10, 5, 5. The reason I question it sometimes is that when I push really hard for a goal, 6, 4, 2, sometimes you end up with maybe getting more dice out there, because it can be better in some ways to just get as many 5, 2, as many 10s as possible. Well, I should be able to do this. Because I need 2 more in play. But this is one of those times where I'm looking at it go, 10, 4 is more points than that. So that'd be 4 more points. So 8 more points, or I put it up there, I get 3, 4 more points. So I'd be behind, and then I have to do something like this, so that it is better to take these points here. Unless I were to push that one up and over, but no real way to do that. So 3, 3. Get our points. Get the scoring objective. I think I'll play one more after this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 46, 53. I needed 56. So close. So close. And I log all of these as solo plays. I log the score that I got. And because there's a challenge, there's a target that I'm going for, I'll give myself the win or loss, obviously, whether or not I beat that target. So yeah, last one here. Since I would have gotten in 5 plays in half an hour. Anyways, I'm at so many for the year. 383 plays. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another time with that lime, but now we have the at least one basket in play. So that's the 10-point number. It's only worth 3 points, but if you get that one, generally you're doing fine because you're getting a lot of points. Brain says do this. 2, 4. Never know if that's the right play, really. That's weird. So that actually fits. I'm going to do it. I got those points, by the way. 4, 6, 2. Honestly, I think that was a dumb play on my behalf there. Because now I'm looking for something fairly specific to fit in there. I'll go 3 and 2. Because I still have a decent amount of cards to get that spot filled in. I could actually play this one out, but I'd go up to 15. I have nothing set up for that. I'm all the way set up for this. I could go there. Not that worth it. It's actually, we're going to do this. We're going to take this one up to 15, 2, 2. 15 when you can get it, obviously better than 10. Green, yellow. Oh, there comes all the discord. And another. Let's just move the mouse. Don't know why I didn't do that to start. 4, 4, 2. And anything can be the 10. So it's not like I had to go with that orange. It was more a matter of convenience. Let's go 3, 4. Don't love that play. Don't ask me why I did it then. Green, 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 green. Orange, green. Can't get that in neatly. So I could play this here and we kill that one spot. Could do this there. That, kill that one spot. Nope. I need to use this and match it up with one of these on either of those 4s. Or I need to use, I'd have to do this here, which actually is a valid play. Nope. doesn't get me what I need, because I need to hit this with a 2. So my options are this or this. If I do this one, can't overlay that correctly. If I do... Yeah, so I don't think I have any shot at that fruit basket, unfortunately. But, let's see, that's a 4, 3, 2. Yeah, let's take it. 4, 3, 2. This one is not that high. I mean, it's a 53. That's my target. I have that 1 giving me points. And now, the big thing is I want to get 2 of these, 2 new ones, ideally. Because that's going to be my best points. Because I can't push anything up from that 6 to that 10. Or a 6 to a 15. I already have the 115 out there. So, 16, 20, 32, 40, 52, 54. So, I guess 52, 54. I start and end with a win. Way less Gen Con talk. I am sorely distracted right now. And at this point in time, I'm going to be hopping back to podcast editing. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hopefully you check this out later. My apologies for that pause in the middle. Crying kid, there's nothing you can do about it. There's going to be a pause in the video when that happens. I have now played this game 384 times. For the month of July, I'm up to 13 plays. I'm close to getting back to my play a day. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing. Give the video a like as well. That always helps. Or leave a comment if you're watching this afterwards. Let me know how gaming goes for you if you have a small kid. What are some of your best interruptions or worst with that? But if you want to know when I go live streaming, generally every Monday at 8:30 p.m. and then Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. I planned this Wednesday, instead of doing my normal campaign game, which I do still have set up on the table, I won't be getting back to that until after Gen Con, because this week I'm going to be going through the games to demo at Gen Con based off of the Board Game Geek List. Board Game Geek List. BGG Gen Con preview. And then next week I'll be going through the games that you can potentially buy. With that, again, I feel like I've said thank you a number of times at this point. I always do. If you want to check out the other content that I do, you can find links for it down below, nerdologists.com, as well as I have a podcast, the one I mentioned that I'm editing, called 10 Minute Marvel. So if you want to check that out, it is a Marvel, MCU, comics, everything Marvel related podcast that I do with a friend. But with that, bottoms up.